What gives light to the world? This is a recent discovery I made in my own personal quiet time, and I've said it over and over and over since because I'm just so excited about this revelation that I've had, if you will, this realization in my quiet time. I was going back again through Genesis. I started a new reading plan, and so part of it is Genesis. So we're walking again through Genesis, and I get to the very beginning of Genesis 1:3. It says, God said, let there be light. And there was light. And now I've read that I don't know how many times. And I just always, I guess, assumed that it was the sun, that he created the sun. But upon careful reading through this time, the Lord in my spirit prompted me to realize that he doesn't create the sun till many verses down. That this light that he created that shines in the world was distinct and separate and different than the sun. And as I'm looking into this, I'm realizing that the sun is really just a depiction of what God does. We know that the sun gives light, and the sun gives light, it gives life, and it sustains life, right? And it's wholly other than, it is completely different than us and anything on this in this world. So in that, it's holy, and there needs to be this reverence of the sun, right? We can't go near the sun. You can't just go into the sun. You would obviously die and burn up. This is when Moses said, let me see your glory. And God said, no man can see the face of God and live. Certainly no man can experience the closeness of the sun and live. Even to gaze upon the sun is extremely dangerous. If you look at the sun for 8 seconds, you can do permanent damage to your eyesight. And so really the sun is in place to give us a glimpse of God. But it is not that. This light, the source of light into the world is not really from the sun. It is from God. This is bolstered in Revelation 22. And so in the very beginning in Genesis, he sets himself as the light of the world. And in Genesis, we find out that in Genesis 22, verse 5, it says, and night will be no more. They will need no light of lamp or sun. The Lord God will be their light, and they will reign forever and ever. We see this in the transfiguration, right? As he transfigures before them, and there's this amazing radiant light coming off of his body, off of his being, off of Jesus' body and being, and even his clothes. And Mark doesn't tell us, but I believe it's Matthew that records that even his face radiated like the sun at full blast. Right? This is who really truly gives light to the world. So as scientists all agree, and we can agree with them, that there will be a time and place where the sun is no more, where it burns out. We're told that in Revelation 22. But for the Christian, we don't need to worry about it because that isn't the true source of our light. God is the true source of our light. And if we look at and we think that the true source of our light is something worldly, when it isn't, what else worldly do we depend on, thinking that that is the source? See, if God is the source, the true source of our light, he is the true source of our everything, of our all. It is God that we look to for everything. For everything. I was just so encouraged and so blown away by how awesome God is when I saw that. And so I thought I would share that with you, and it fits perfectly in this transfiguration of Jesus that we had on Sunday. So I hope that's a blessing to you. I hope that you can walk in that and bask in that and glorify and worship deeper because of it. And maybe you already knew that, and I'm the last guy to realize it. So in that case, I hope it's a wonderful reminder to you. God bless.